You're in Burns, Oregon, the county seat of Harney County, and it's the largest county in the state of Oregon. Harney County is 10,000 square miles, and there's 7,500 people living here, so there's a lot more cows and deer than there are people. This hospital is here, frankly, because we're a very long way from the next larger hospital, 130 miles from Bend, 130 miles from Ontario. And so we need these kind of facilities in this county to take care of our citizens. Carolyn was really there from day one. In 1990, the health district was formed. It used to be a county department. And in 1990, the voters considered a lot of issues in healthcare. We were short of doctors. We had an old facility. There were a lot of problems. The mill, Heinz Lumber Company, had just closed, and so it was a problem time. And Carolyn was one of those who was part of that planning effort that saw the vision, not just a year or two down the road, but really, as we're standing here today, 20 years down the road, saying at some point we're going to get a new facility, we're going to have plenty of doctors, we're going to have plenty of nurses, which was hard to imagine in 1990, and that we were going to be financially successful, which was also very hard to imagine.
Her dedication and commitment to where we were going always kept us on track. And sometimes I think some of us ran out of energy and say, we got to get this done, we got to keep going, and we got to do it together, we got to have the community behind us.
So I did start getting involved with the hospital. It was an advisory board that the county ran the hospital in the beginning, and then in 1989 everything basically fell apart. The hospital was ready to close. All the doctors had retired, moved, or died, and we were able to recruit one new young doctor who was so excited to see that the community was involved in trying to solve this problem. And I think that's what's kept me going all the time, is that folks get together, decide, you know, we've got a problem, let's solve it, and keep pushing until you can get more folks on board. And so I realized that having a strong medical community here was what I wanted for my family, and I just assumed everyone else did too, which I think is true. And we found that over the years, a strong medical community, a strong school system, that's what helps bring people into a community. It's just making sure that you're one step at a time, always trying to focus on, okay, what's next? What can we do next to make things good for our community? We're just people here trying to make a better place for everybody else to live. Sure, it feels good to look across the street and know that I've had a hand in that, but there are a lot of services, a lot of doctors recruited, a lot of other things that we've done that have been monumental too. It hasn't just been the physical thing that you can see, though that does kind of offer a pinnacle for some of those other background things that go on all the time. We really aren't even rural. We're basically frontier, and I think there are other frontier communities in Oregon and around the country. And a lot of decision, because we're a democracy, is made by the majority. So that happens over in the heavily populated areas. We need to keep telling our story. That's why we're so excited to, I mean, this is a nice award for me, but it's really the whole community is getting honored by doing this. And I think it's being able to continue to get our rural story out, because we are different over here. We're very isolated. The rules and the laws and the money that are made in the Willamette Valley, we need to be a part of making those decisions, because there aren't that many of us out here.